tell me your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Nancy Morreo Valdivia. I'm a grandma. I'm 53 years old.
Where are you from?
I am from Torres-Martinez Indian Reservation, Desert Cahuilla. Yes, my family, my dad is a bird singer, Ernest Morreo Sr., who is deceased now. He's been singing since the 60s when I was a child, and he would sing every day, you know, like in front of me, and in the mornings I would hear him singing. And my dad had told me, and my family had told me that our bloodline, the Levi's, were always singing out in Torres-Martinez back in the day when there was nothing out there. They'd be singing out there under the trees, under those tamarack trees. They'd be singing that you could hear them for miles. And my dad was a child. He said had long hair, and he'd be out there singing with all his uncles, my grandma, Nancy Levi, his mother's brothers, Ben and Roy, and his grandpa, Frank Morreo, and all them. They would be singing and he'd be dancing out there. And he said nobody lived out there, you know, there was just hardly anybody. And so that's where the bird songs from the Levi family comes from. And at that time, they were the only family that sang the songs. Besides Agua Caliente, they had their singers there. And so each reservation, the Cahuillas had it was a family beginning that sang. Yes, and the Levi, the Cahuilla songs that they sang is a family bloodline. And the family, it continued on with the family up until when the elders started passing away, and then my dad was singing, and he was like last of the Levi's on his mom's side, Nancy Levi. And so my dad was starting to teach the younger people, and he passed it on to another families that were there, a variety of the families that are tribal members from Torres-Martinez, and the families didn't sing songs. They learned it from my dad. And so now they're going out and singing, which is good. And then there are descendants that sing, which is great, you know, because I believe that since the bloodline is getting thinner, that the song should be carried on with the young children now. And so those are the Cahuilla songs.
So you say they should continue on with the people that they decided to pass them on to?
Yes, the songs that my dad passed them on to, that they need to be in good standing, and they need to be a tribal member to represent our tribe as a whole. And not just anybody can just go out and represent our tribe. Even if they're descendants, you know, that they can sing, but really in reality, the tribal, members are the ones that are supposed to be the singers, the main singers.
Has there been any instances where some people have sang bird and they're not supposed to, in your opinion?
Oh yes, there are singers that represent our tribe that sing and aren't tribal members, and they just don't have permission and they go and sing, and that's not the correct way or the appropriate way to represent our tribe. And for the young people that are picked from our tribe are the ones that are supposed to be singing.
Sometimes there's payments given to people that sing, and sometimes
Yeah.
there's not.
So there are descendants that do go out and they represent our tribe, and they're not in good standing, and they go get paid lots of money to sing our song, and that's only for performance, and that isn't right. Well, when my dad would start singing, or the men, they're supposed to start with the creation songs first, and that's very important because it's in sequence. And then after that, then when one of the dancers love a certain favorite song, they would ask the bird singer to sing it, and they could sing it again. And that's part of the celebration for everyone to enjoy and have fun, and it's really for everyone.
In your opinion, why is it important to preserve bird singing culture?
It's very important because when the Europeans got here and we were forced to my ancestors were forced not to speak their language, and they had to keep it underground, and so it's going to die if it's not preserved. It's very important so our children, generations ahead, can have that and keep the language strong, and the dancing and the singing, so it's not forgotten. And also children that do want to learn, and it's okay that they could learn, to sing, but for their own personal benefit, not to exploit it in public. Yeah, to keep dancing and singing, and people that want to learn, they first have to learn from the beginning, the creation songs, and they need to go to a Cahuilla, a tribal Cahuilla member, and not to people that are out there on their own and exploiting the Cahuilla language when they're not in good standing. Well, when my dad was singing in the 70s, and was I like 15, and then I started going to the fiestas out in Agua Caliente or Morongo, and they would be singing. I would go out and dance, and I was shy, but I would go out there and dance because my dad was singing, and I knew most of the families, and everybody would get out there and just start dancing. And my aunt had taught me, my Aunt Matilda Chawa. She would show how us women would dance, and the men would sing with the rattles, the gourds, and she said that the women aren't supposed to play the gourds, but nowadays it's, some women choose to. I am for it, and the women are supposed to sing in the background of the men too, because they sing, and they sing higher than the men.
That's how it was in the past?
Yes, that was in the past. My participation is very important for the children that are Cahuilla. I teach my grandsons. I play the tapes that my dad had left, and I even sing. I can sing fluently, and I can dance, but I don't dance when somebody dies. We don't dance for a whole year. That's what is for mourning.
It's
Traditional, yes.
Are you going through that right now?
Yes.
Okay. So I really appreciate your time coming down here and talking about bird and everything, even though it's one of those times. To let you know. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.